Today we are having fries with my homemade fry seasoning, homemade hamburger buns with hamburger and bacon, my famous fry dip, and a pickle. This is what it looks like all plated up. I typically always put some kind of garlic bread or French toast and side salad with pasta. Is it hot? You can. Good job, sweetie. You can. I freshly grated Parmesan cheese, but if you want to keep it dairy free, you can sprinkle some. Look at just I did your breadstick. You could sprinkle it with parsley to make it pretty or whatever.
Cool.
You want some? And that's what we had for dinner.
Fat.
Today we are having. What was this called? What does that paper say on the toaster?
Paper on the toaster says chicken breast and caper cream sauce.
I didn't have capers, but that's the cream sauce.
We don't
And
put capers here.
rice and veggies. That's what's for dinner. I thought it was Paw Patrol.
It was, I put it on.
For dinner we are having cowboy pie with cornbread topping and a side salad. I browned some corn and we're having it with baked potato and some roast. And that's what we're having for dinner. All right, for dinner we are having arroz con gandules, ropa vieja, and a side of lime.
What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, damn. I would have said come here, but I guess it's too late, huh? What do you think?
Good job, sweetie. And then brush the bun. Yeah, brush the bun. Yeah, there you go. Good job. Good job. Yeah, just like that. The perfect burger order is the toasted sesame burger bun, then some mayonnaise, then some lettuce, then some tomato, then some bacon if you prefer, and then some cheese, then the patty, then some kind of ketchup sauce. That's how I do that. Oh, and the onions I add along with the bacon, but I cut them up really, really small with the pickle, like I mince it finer than this, and that's how I make, in my opinion, the perfect hamburger. I'm also just eating these because pregnant ladies and pickles. I am making a go-to because it is really cheap and easy. Well, it used to be cheap. Beef isn't really cheap anymore. All you need is a pound of ground beef, 2 cans of stewed tomatoes, and the water from 1 can, an onion, some garlic, and half a box of elbows. I, however, am doubling it because I do put it in the freezer. It freezes well, and I have it in the freezer for nights that I'm not feeling the greatest. I'll put the recipe in the description below. I do add basil, oregano, and thyme. Those are my go-tos for beef. I'm doing parsley today also. I got this incredible ingredient from my friend in Norway. I don't know if you can get it here in the States. Otherwise, you could add something like maybe a half a bouillon cube or a whole one if you're doubling it, maybe some Worcestershire sauce. I saw my favorite YouTuber, Shelly's Home Life, use something like this. I believe it came from Pampered Chef, but I found this on Amazon for $7.99. I did post about it on my Instagram, and then when I posted about it, the price went up to $12.99, but the very next day it went back down to $7. I bought it for $6.99 or something. Anyway, to break up the beef, it is the most remarkable tool. And I used to use a wooden spoon or a spatula, and this is just so much easier. I really highly recommend. This is one of my favorite kitchen utensils, especially if you cook a lot of ground beef. I've added my magic drops, my salt, pepper, my seasonings. I like to do it right as the beef grounds. If you're using 97.3 ground beef, you may not need to drain it. I mean, you always can. There's going to be fat. But some people don't drain the fat at all because they want the flavor. And we are by no means trying to cut calories in this family. I mean, I'm pregnant and my husband eats like, I don't know, anywhere between 4,000 to 9,000 calories in a day, and I'm not exaggerating, because he burns quickly. So he's trying to maintain or gain weight. I'm going to use my other hand to hold the pot. I'm doing this one-handed, and it's very difficult, but I'm just going to work this ground beef until it's browned. Then I'm going to come back. It's almost all the way ground up effortlessly with this tool. So I'm going to add the onion, and then when that's soft, I will come back. Then I'm going to add my garlic, and I let the garlic cook until it's fragrant. You can overcook garlic and it becomes extremely rancid, and once it is fragrant, I dump in my stewed tomatoes. And that's another reason I love this utensil, because I break up those giant stewed tomatoes with it. I've made this recipe with diced tomatoes also. Works just as well, but the flavor of stewed, I think, is best. And then I'll cook these down a little, break them up, and then add the water from the can. I like fill up the can and add water. And the thing I love about this recipe is that you just dump the pasta in. You don't even boil it. It'll just cook up all that water.
Like that.
Yeah, you're eating raw pasta. I used to do that as a kid. And then you just let it cook away. Simple as that. If you don't own a salad spinner, I highly recommend getting a salad spinner and just chopping up your lettuce and cleaning it for the week. I advise to not ever buy bagged lettuce, though it is quite popular. There are some that are delicious, but they're often riddled with listeria or E. coli, and I read a whole thing about why regular lettuce carries less than the bagged lettuce, and a lot has to do with how it is contained in the bag. Anyway, wash it, rinse it, keep it in the fridge all week long, and that way you'll actually use it versus if it was just still in the head of lettuce, you know what I mean? To make it each time is kind of annoying / hashtag first world problems. Some people don't know how to use a salad spinner. You just fill it up with water, and if the water is still cloudy, you can't tell on camera, but the water is still cloudy. You just what's the baby with? Oh. So you just fill it up all the way and rinse it, and then do it until the water's not cloudy anymore. And then you start spinning it. Just hold it over the sink and clean it like this. You don't really know if it's completely clean because you can't tell if that water coming out is dirty or not. So I keep it in the bowl and watch it until it's clear. You'd be surprised. You think your lettuce is clean, guys. It's not. Watch out, sweetie. Okay, have a look-see. Look. baby. Oh, you got a fire engine.
Hi, Papa.
When you store food, I highly advise getting glass containers because if you store food in the freezer in plastic, it tastes funny and it tastes like the plastic. I really love glass Tupperware. Well, Tupperware is the brand. Whatever. This is Pyrex.
Here.
Are you stirring? This is a Mississippi pot roast in the pressure cooker. You're just going to dump all of this. You heard? Okay, hold on. The instructions are as follows. The ingredients are super easy. So I'm just going to dump this all in the pressure cooker for 90 minutes and that will be dinner.
Getting that angle?
Yeah.
I see the thrust. I mean, that's a solid thrust.
Yummy. That's enough of that.
Crying, baby is
Yeah,
crying.
baby was crying.
A crying is crying. A brother is crying.
Yeah.
Dada.
Get down then.
What you want?
Dada, please.
What?